Hi, Jimmy.
Hi, Katie.
Hi, Katie. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
How was your drive-in?
Good.
Good. Okay, so I'm looking forward to further discussing the opening position as the design director of Nike Socks with you. I want to start this interview, which should take around 10 to 15 minutes to complete, with asking you questions that allow me to get to know you a little bit and why you applied for this position. It is important for me to have knowledge on your interests and your experiences so we can dig more into your background. I'll briefly explain and discuss the goals that this organization currently has and share with you what we are looking for in a well-rounded candidate for this opening position. After that, we will make our way into discussing further steps that we will take. Also, I'm going to be taking notes on this interview. Is that okay with you?
Oh, that's fine.
Okay, and also before we start, do you have any questions for me?
Oh, let's get started.
No? Okay. Why did you apply for this opening position?
I've always had interest in Nike socks. Like some of the designs the last few years have been really cool to me, and I have a lot of pairs, so I thought it would be a really cool idea to maybe be in control and design those socks, just to help other people who have the same interests as me.
Okay. What type of experience are you looking for at this point of your career?
Just looking for just kind of get my foot in the door with this job. I love Nike. I love all their products. I'd love to further branch off into more stuff. That'd be a good start. Like I said, socks are a real interest to me, and I would love to continue to move up the ladder if I can.
Awesome. Where do you see your career in 5 to 10 years from now?
I see myself in Nike doing multiple jobs, maybe going into more of designing equipment, clothes, basketball, sports gear in particular. That'd be really cool to be in charge of designing that type of stuff because that stuff's so cool, and it would just be really awesome to be in control of that type of stuff.
Right, because I saw on your resume that you played for UWM.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, what do you have in mind at the starting salary for this position?
I mean, whatever it is, it's a start. So I mean, you gotta just work your way up. So, whatever salary it is, I'm fine with. I'm willing to put the time and the work to move up as much as possible and be really successful for this company.
Okay. I see on your resume that you previously worked as the director of youth skill development. I want to hear more about this. So, what are some of the designs that you created for T-shirts, shorts, and bags?
So every year at these camps, it's usually every summer that we have to design just T-shirts, bags, and sometimes basketballs. You just kind of takes place maybe in March. So talk to the design guy. Design guy usually is from the companies, Nike or some of the other smaller companies, and you just make the design you want. Get feedback from other teammates that were with me, and just because we kind of have a good idea of what younger kids who are at the camps and stuff and work, we have a good idea of what they want. So because we identify with them really well, so it's just not that hard for us. It's fun, but yeah. So yeah.
Okay. What were you trying to achieve most in this occupation?
Just kind of continue the tradition of Nike. It's always been the best product. They've always given out the best equipment and everything. Just kind of be a part of the best of the best, just to see the ins and outs of what it takes to be the best. And that's what I truly want to be.
Okay, walk me through the process of being the most inspiration for the young players in your job.
Well, as you can tell, I'm not the biggest guy, so it took me a lot of hard work on my own, a lot of late nights, early mornings to get where I had to be playing at UWM. I just want to be inspiration to younger kids where they watch me and say, hey, he's not a big guy, he's one of the smaller guys, but he worked his butt off, and he was very successful, and hard work, you can do whatever you want in life.
Good answer. Who else assisted you during your job as the director for the kids?
It was either my AAU coach, Steve Pratt. He ran it, but we also did co-design responsibilities. So yeah, he was the main guy who ran everything with that, and he's the one who trusted me enough to give me responsibility, which I'm thankful for.
What were your major victories while working with this organization?
It was just really cool to see kids, bringing kids, working out with them in, say, August of a year, and then after maybe get to December, January in their season stuff, just see the progression they made as a player. It's just really cool that you were a part of something like that. You helped them out, get to where they want to be, and continue to get better and better. Which is a really cool experience.
That's very cool. The opening position as the design director of Nike Socks is looking for someone who is creative while also being able to work well with others. We are looking for someone who can work well with others and their ideas to make the best possible outcome for our company. You mentioned that you used to coach children in your previous job, which shows that you work well with others. However, I want to discuss another time that you had to work well with others and build relationships with coworkers. So, what was the circumstance where you had to work well with others in or outside your previous job? So, in the classroom, on your team?
In my team, it's all teamwork. So I've been on some pretty successful teams. More successful teams where we all got together. We all were we're a tight knit group. We all worked together. We knew our roles, and we thrived in those roles. And then there were sometimes I had years when there wasn't a good team, and it was a lot of separation, not a lot of togetherness. But I still try to do my part to keep the team together, and I don't know. It's not a problem for me. I'm willing to adjust to any situation.
If a problem generated within this relationship, how would you confront it? So say in your basketball team.
I would first kind of talk to the person, if it's one person individually, and then just kind of get a feel for what the problem is and see if I can somehow help with the situation. If not, I'd either talk to the coaches or talk to other teammates, just so we can all get on the same page. Because if one person's not in it, then the whole team suffers, and and everyone has to be together for to win championships and stuff. So everyone's got to be on the same page. So whatever it takes, if it comes from me, if it has to come from the team, whatever, it has to get done.
What were the outcomes that you now face from this previous relationship? So what did you gain from having a close relationship with your team?
I would say a lot of good memories and stuff. I met a lot of good people through everything. Not just basketball players, but just great people. I learned a lot about myself. A lot of the situations made me open up as a person. I used to be really, really shy, not talk much, and a lot of guys I stay in contact with, past teammates, they brought the best out of me, and I thank them for that.
Being a design director of Nike Socks, you would have to think quick about new creative ideas that would be able to work on numerous projects at a time. Do you have a time when you had to juggle numerous projects at one time? And this could be in a past school subject, project, whatever. So what were the projects that you had to deal with?
Best example would be I had a school project in high school, had to get done while trying to juggle going on a road trip for a game of ours. I just got the work done early. Didn't procrastinate. Just like I said, got the work done early, so I didn't have to worry about it later. So it's just getting stuff done, not procrastinating, just getting it done on time, early if you can, just save the trouble.
Exactly. How did you manage to get everything done before the deadline? Oh, you said work on early. Okay. Did you manage your time well with others? I'd say you did.
Yeah,
okay.
I'd say that.
And then are there any computer programs that you are familiar with for designing, such as Photoshop and design?
Yeah, like Photoshop, that type of stuff. Maybe just just effects for like Twitter or Instagram stuff. That stuff's not that hard. Just Photoshop. I'm pretty familiar with a lot of that.
And you're willing to learn?
I'm willing to learn if I need to.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you were in charge of creating the responsibilities for this job position, what would you come up with and why?
I would say maybe have a couple people work on it with me, because a lot of people don't have the same interests as me. So I would like to get like a broader group of people to kind of contribute, and then still I would like to be in charge, but just get feedback from a bunch of people, because what I like someone else might not like, but if someone else likes something, we'll just have to compromise. But it's because stocks are for everyone, so you have to get multiple points of view for it. You can't just stick to yours.
Right. When would you be able to start working here for us?
As soon as possible.
You don't have a current position?
No, not currently.
Okay. We do have a new winter line coming out this December, and Nike design team is working hard to create new and improved sock ideas. I would love to see where your creative mind lies, and I was hoping that you would want to create a draft for me and bring it in at the end of this month. Are you willing to do
Oh,
that?
absolutely. That'd be great.
Okay, so do you have any questions for me? Those are all the questions I have for you.
No, do you have any concerns with my resume or anything like that, a cover letter?
No, everything looked very good, and I look forward to hearing back from you with your project ideas, and I'm happy that we were able to discuss this job opening a little further today. The next step of interviews will be held at the end of January with the CEO of Nike as well as myself, and I will keep you posted on the next steps by next week, Thursday.
All right.
Does that work?
Sounds good.
Awesome. Thank you
All
so much.
Thank you.